Hi, my name is Pat O'Connor. I'm the broker owner of the Veritas Real Estate Group. We're located in Coral Springs, Florida. Today I want to talk about the buyer-broker agreement and the responsibility on the part of the buyer to read this thing before you sign anything. So a buyer-broker agreement is between the buyer and the real estate agent's brokerage firm, the broker and the buyer. And in the agreement, it states that under certain circumstances that are set out on page 1 of this 2-page agreement, that the buyer will pay the real estate agent's commission for during a certain stated period of time if they decide to use another agent from a different brokerage firm and they purchase a home using that other brokerage firm's agent. They are going to owe the original agent who presented them this form to sign. They will owe them whatever commission is stated on the form. Okay? So on the form, the top of it is the buyer's name and the real estate brokerage company's name. Then it lays out the realtor's duties to the buyer, blah, blah, blah. It's the stuff that we all do. It's stuff that's in our rules of ethics. There's nothing special about that part. This is what we'll do for you. It's what every agent is going to do for you. But then we come down to the section where it talks about types of property that this agreement for the buyer to pay the commission under certain conditions is going to apply to. So type of property, it could be just townhouses, condos, all residential, all commercial. For me, I use this if I'm going to be showing foreclosures and for sale by owner, because each one of those may have either no commission or a low commission. So I put down, my desired commission, that might be 3%, and I give this form to the buyer ahead of time, and I'll say, I'm happy to show you these, and I will do my best to see if a for sale by owner will pay a commission. But if they don't, and I walk to the front door and I ask them and they say no, I want to have this agreement that says you will pay. And it'll be stated there how much they will pay. And I will, when they first mention that they want to see these types of properties, I will email them that agreement. They can read it, they can send it back signed. Okay, so the rest of the fields on this are location of the property. I'm in Broward County, so it would probably be Broward and Palm Beach County. I don't show property down towards Miami. And then you come to something that's the termination period. How long is this agreement in effect? The agent who's filling this out can put anything. They could say a year. So what that means is that anything during that year, if they use a different brokerage firm to find a property and make an offer, and that offer is accepted, then you will owe the original agent with whom you signed an agreement on behalf of their real estate broker to have this period be a year. Don't do that. Okay? Make it, 2 months. Can't find something in 2 months, you might want to move on to somewhere else, maybe a different county. Be reasonable. There's also a protection period. So after your stated termination period, there is a protection period, which means after this agreement expires, you still, for anything that I have shown you, you cannot make an offer without paying me a commission if the deal goes through, if you use another brokerage firm. All right? So you have termination time, and then you have this protection period. That might be 90 days, might be 60 days. It's to keep people from, oh, well, they showed me a property and I really like it, but I want to use my next door neighbor as a real estate agent. And then you would, they showed you everything, and then you would use it. So that's what the buyer brokerage agreement is. Now, what I have issues with is some people will not present this to the buyers until the buyers are sitting in front of the house that they really, really, really want to see. And then the agent will whip out this agreement and say, sign here, sign here. And a lot of people don't read contracts and agreements to begin with. Do not trust your real estate agent when it comes to these. Do not sign anything without reading it. If someone on their business card says they are a buyer's agent, then you make sure you tell them you want to see any agreements in advance. You do not want to be hit with an agreement to sign that binds you to that real estate brokerage firm that may truly suck, without having time to think about the ramifications. I'm a one-person brokerage firm. If you sign this with me, you have no other alternative. I can't assign somebody else to work with you. You're stuck with me. So if you have a national chain, and they probably have a lot of agents in the office, and so maybe you can pick and choose a substitute. But if people aren't trained, that trickles down from the top. So if you're not happy that your agent knows what they're doing, it could be none of the agents in the office know what they're doing because nobody trained them. So that's all I'm saying. Use of the form is not illegal. I have used it in the past for bank-owned and for sale by owners. It is not illegal. It does not violate the realtor's ethical standards to present it to the buyer as they're waiting for their 15-minute appointment to see a property. And other cars are already lining up with people waiting their turn to see it. Just read everything. Don't trust your agent to that extent. And just be careful with this agreement. Okay, I will see you next week. Bye.